Chapter 6. Then Job answered and said, On that my vexation were but weighed, and my calamity laid in the balances altogether. For now it would be heavier than the sand of the seas, therefore are my words broken. For the arrows of the Almighty are within me, the poison whereof my spirit drinketh up. The terrors of God do set themselves in array against me. Doth the wild ass bray when he hath grass, or loweth the ox over his fodder? Can that which hath no savour be eaten without salt, or is there any taste in the juice of mallows? My soul refuses to touch them, they are as the sickness of my flesh. Oh, that I might have my request, and that God would grant me the thing that I long for, even that it would please God to crush me, that he would let loose his hand and cut me off. Then should I have comfort, yes, I would exult in pain, though he spare not. For I have not denied the words of the Holy One. What is my strength, that I should wait? And what is mine end, that I should be patient? Is my strength the strength of stones, or is my flesh of brass? Is it that I have no help in me, and that sound wisdom is driven quite from me? To him that is ready to faint, kindness is due from his friend, even to him that forsaketh the fear of the Almighty. My brethren have dealt deceitfully as a brook, as the channel of brooks that overflow, which are black by reason of the ice, and wherein the snow hideth itself. What time they wax warm they vanish, when it is hot, they are consumed out of their place. The paths of their way do wind, they go up into the waste, and are lost. The caravans of Tamal looked, the companies of Shavah waited for them. They were ashamed because they had hoped. They came there and were confounded. For now you are become his. You see a terror and are afraid. Did I say, Give unto me, or offer a present for me of your substance? Or deliver me from the adversary's hand, or redeem me from the hand of the oppressors? Teach me, and I will hold my peace, and cause me to understand wherein I have erred. How forcible are words of uprightness! But what do your arguing argue? Do you hold words to be an argument, but the speeches of one that is desperate to be wind? Yes, you would cast lots upon the fatherless, and dig a pit for your friend. Now therefore be pleased to look upon me, for surely I shall not lie to your face. Return, I pray you, let there be no injustice. Yes, return again. My cause is righteous. Is there injustice on my tongue? Cannot my taste discern crafty devices? All right, let's go back up, verse 1. Now we remember in the last chapter, Eliphaz had spoken. Eliphaz's words were crafty. See, he had a little bit of craftiness there in his voice even, when he asked Job, which one are you going to turn to? See, well, Job only knows of one, and we find Eliphaz, he is from Teman. He has many understandings. And even though he has many words of wisdom, they are founded in his confusion. We'll find them. God is making an example here. Even though in the understanding of God there is the law, and all this understanding did come from God, we find out God makes it simple. God keeps it simple. He makes it plain even. We could look at it that way, because to be simple is to be made plain. It's easy to see. We're going to pick it up here in verse 1 with Job. And then Job answered and said, and Job's going to speak, and he's going to reply to Eliphaz, who has made his crafty speech around all these others that don't give understanding. Because the overall understanding it would be that it's the judgment of God. But we'll find out. They're trying to trick Job into thinking that he has done something. Verse 2. Oh, that my vexation were but weighed, and my calamity laid in the balances altogether. If my vexation, if my troubles and all this that's come upon me, if it was laid in the balances, if you took all of it and weighed it out to see what it would measure, 3, for now it would be heavier than the sand of the seas. Therefore are my words broken. Therefore, if you took all my trouble, it would be heavier than the sand of the seas. And this sand, these are the many grains upon the sea, and even that which we'll find along the shore of the sea. This that is looked as the limitations of the sea. These therefore are my words broken. That's why these words are broken, because there are many. See, there are many, and God only had a few, even in the beginning. For the arrows of the Almighty are within me, the poison whereof my spirit drinks up. The terrors of God do set themselves array against me. For the arrows of the Almighty are within me. Even these words of judgment that go forth. See, they were already in Job. Job had the law. He had the understanding, and he knew what the law was, and Job knew he hadn't transgressed the law. All this understanding he already had, and the poison whereof my spirit drinks up, the terrors of God have set themselves against me. All this understanding he already knew. 5, doth the wild ass bray when he hath grass, or loweth the ox over his fodder? Does the wild ass bray? Job hadn't said nothing. He was just sitting there, and this wild ass bray when he has grass? No, he don't. He's busy eating, see, and that's the similitude here. Does the ox loweth over his fodder? No, he was sitting there eating, meditating in God's understanding. We'll find out. And these guys come up, and they want to offer all this understanding that really ain't doing no good. Here's Job. They should be comforting because he is under some kind of sickness. 6, can that which hath no savour be eaten without salt, or is there any taste in the juice of mallows? Can that which hath no savour be eaten without salt? Not with any pleasantry. You see that it's hard to eat that which hath no savour, that which is bland. The more you chew it, the larger it gets in your mouth. Is there any taste in the juice of mallows? This juice from the mallows, it's kind of like the slime out of a mallow. I believe King James Version says the white of an egg, but it's not the white of an egg. It's a plant, and what it is it's called calamute, and that it's a plant that it's kind of like a soft squishy in the middle, and it's really slimy when you break it open. But it comes from a word. The word is kalam, and that is to have a vision or a dream or this comes, and we're talking about that night vision that we just read about, this one from Eliphaz. See, this vision of pleasantry, this vision of night, but it has no savor. See, it has no savor. There's no understanding in these words that come from darkness. See, even though they are truth, there's no comfort for that which is suffering. 7. My soul refuses to touch them. They are as the sickness of my flesh. This slime that comes from these mallows, my soul refuses. My understanding stays away from it. See, they are like the sickness of my flesh. And at that time, these boils that was covering all this sickness that he was in. 8. Oh, that I might have my request, and that God would grant me the thing that I long for. If God would just give me that which I'm asking for, even 9, even that it would please God to crush me, that he would let loose his hand and cut me off. Even if it pleased God to crush me, to destroy me, if he would just let loose his works and cut me off, or to consume me, be done with me. 10. Then should I have comfort. Yes, I would exult in pain, though he spare not, for I have not denied the words of the Holy One. If God would do this and just utterly cut off my understanding, then I would exalt. I would be lifted up in pain. Even I'd be happy in my pain. Even though God would spare not, I'd still be in my sickness and my thing. Then I would know that it would have been my sin that done this. But it's not. For I have not denied the words of the Holy One, these words of his understanding. And we're going to get to those soon enough. 11. What is my strength, that I should wait? And what is mine end, that I should be patient? What is my strength? Where is my strength, that I should wait and be patient? What is this that I should be paid for? Well, we're going to know. It's the understanding that God gives, that God, even though there is suffering, we'll find out, there's always understanding that comes from it. See, God always has got, there's gloom, but there's also joy. 12. Is my strength the strength of stones, or is my flesh of brass? Is my strength the strength of stones, then the strength of rocks, like those that can remain? The stone has the ability to remain. Or is my flesh of this of brass? Is my flesh of brass, that which is mingled in, even that cold, little bit of cold darkness mingled in there to cause it to give it its color? 13. Is it that I have no help in me, and that sound wisdom is driven quite from me? Is that I have no help in me? We'll find out. I have the understanding God gave me in the beginning, and that sound wisdom is driven quite from me. No, I have all that inside of me, and my understanding stands faithful. 14. To him that is ready to faint, kindness is due from his friend, even to him that forsaketh the fear of the Almighty. Kindness is due to him that's ready to faint, who is weak. See, and even to him that forsakes the fear of the Almighty, even to him that forsakes the understanding of God. Compassion, kindness. We'll find out it's through example and through the free will understanding of God that we prosper. 15. My brethren have dealt deceitfully, as a brook, as the channel of brooks that overflow. My brethren, those of the same understanding as me, they've dealt deceitfully. They've lied. Even with their tongue, as a brook. This brook is like something that flows. It's a flowing of tongue. It's a flowing. Even these waters that flow in a channel of the brooks. That's that place that was assigned to the brook to flow. That overflow. See, we'll find with these overflow when the waters come. When the waters come, this would be in their season of flood. 16, which are black by reason of the ice, and wherein the snow hides itself, wherein they are made black by the reason of ice. They mourn by the reason of the ice, because it's all melted, it's all gone. And wherein is the snow that hides itself? In those waters. See, they hide themselves in those waters that have flown. And we'll find out these places of the brooks, these channels, they overflow. They are mourning for them. 17. What time they wax warm, they vanish. When it is hot, they are consumed out of their place. In this period, when it waxes warm, it's from the heat. See, it's from the heat. It's from the judgment of God. They vanish when it's hot. Then they vanish. They are melted away. They are done away with. They are consumed out of their place. They are gone. 18. The paths of their way do wind. They go up into the waste and are lost. These paths, these channels that the waters wind around in, they go into the waste and are lost. This would be the understanding that comes from that. It's consumed by the heat, and it melts, and it flows down the channels, and it goes into the wastelands, and it's gone. 19. The caravans of Tamal looked, the companies of Shavah waited for them. These caravans, and these were those merchants of Tamal. Tamal's that place of the south. That place we can get a witness. We can look. It's parched from the days before, the periods before God did. These companies of Shavah, these groups, these ones that travel in their caravans, these companies of Shavah. Shavah means 7. It's to end. It's those that are going to put an end or to accomplish. These ones of the oath, even. These ones that made the oath. They wait for them. 20. They were ashamed because they had hoped. They came there and were confounded. They were ashamed because they had hoped. They'd hoped there would be some water there. They came there and they were confounded. They were confounded. They were confused because, see, they had dried up. 21. For now you are become his. You see a terror and are afraid. For now you are become his. Now you are his. See, God has brought you into the wilderness. You was expecting to find water there, and there is none. You see, there's a terror. This is, you think you're lost. You think your soul's gone. You think you've been cut off in the water and you're going to die, and you are afraid. You are scared. You think you're going to die. Did I say, give unto me, or offer a present for me of your substance? But did I ask for something? Did I ask for water? Did I ask for substance? Did I ask to give me something? This is, even though that's who we're talking about, this one who's cut off. 23, or deliver me from the adversary's hand, or redeem me from the hand of the oppressors. Did it call on you to say, come, deliver me from this adversary's work, from this one who is indifferent, this one who is causing this contention, or redeem me from the works of the oppressors, or these ones that are even oppressing, causing, or the oppression is when they, to press down on the people, by law, by taxation, by any work, and these would be the ones of oppressors. These oppressors are the ones that do this. They are the oppressors. Did I say redeem me from their works? No, I didn't say come and get me. 24, teach me, and I will hold my peace, and cause me to understand wherein I've erred. Teach me, give me some understanding, and then I'll hold my peace, and cause me to understand where I've erred. Teach, now show me something that I don't know. Teach me something that I don't know. Give me some understanding. Tell me how I've erred, where my mistake is. 25. How forcible are the words of uprightness, but what doth your arguing argue? How forcible are the words of uprightness? Well, they are great. These laws of understanding that God gave us even in the beginning, these words of uprightness, these are the words of uprightness. They are greatly forcible. They do their work. But what doth your arguing argue? What does, and he was speaking to those that had come, said, what do your words argue? Tell me now, where my error is. They was just sitting there spouting off all the understanding, but no one could make known what Job's trouble was. 26. Do you hold words to be an argument, but the speeches of one that is desperate to be win? Do you hold words to be some kind of an argument that these words of one that is desperate to be win, passed away, to gone away, to one that is just like these words of emptiness that go forth and they accomplish nothing? 27. Yes, you would cast lots upon the fatherless and dig a pit for your friend. Yes, in agreement, you would cast lots upon the fatherless and dig a pit for your friend. These cast lots upon the fatherless, those that don't have no understanding. See, their father was taken away, and that reflection of their mother is that she has no understanding herself. Her husband was taken away. This one, and the mother is the feminine. This one who sues the judgment of the father, and you would dig a pit for your friend. You would just make a trap. See, to trap him in these words where that he would say where he sinned and he has not. 28. Now therefore be pleased to look upon me, for surely I shall not lie to your face. Now therefore be pleased to look upon me. Let it please you just to see me, for I surely shall not lie to your face. There's no going to be no lie in my voice. There's not going to be any words that I have to say that are going to be made plain to you that you'll be able to prove as a lie. 29. Return, I pray you. Let there be no injustice. Yes, return again. My cause is righteous. Return, come back, to turn around even in this understanding. I pray you, let there be no injustice. Let there be no perversion of the word, perversion of the understandings even of God. Yes, return again. Come back again. This would be because you have went astray again. My cause is righteous. 30, is there injustice in my tongue? Cannot my taste discern crafty devices? Is there injustice in my tongue? Does my tongue work in righteousness, injustice, lies, and deceit? Cannot my taste discern crafty devices? Don't I know the difference between these devices of those ones that are crafty, those ones that are trying to trick, trying to lure, trying to cause to error with their understandings? They make them many. Our understanding is one, and our understanding is the truth. It's the law which God gave in the beginning. God said, "This is your understanding. This is your knowledge. This is your wisdom." Let's go to chapter 7. Turn and return.